The story of political party cadres and their insatiable appetite for fast wealth has been one of Zambia's biggest problems in the country. The issue can be traced back to the UNIP era in which some UNIP cadres with a special name called vigilantes, meaning gatekeepers of the party in power. As time went on, cadreism in the country went out of hand under the MMD and worse off a year ago under the Patriotic Front government, whose party cadres almost took charge of the country, a situation which triggered anger in the minds of many Zambians, whose reaction was a vote of no confidence against former President Edgar Lungu and the PF government in general. After the 2021 general elections, President Hakainde Hichilema and the new Dawn government promised Zambians to raise the bar on matters of governance through the end of cadreism. President HH mentioned this at various forums.
We put an end to the era of cadre impunity. Even when UPND cadres think that they are ill-treated because they wanted to revenge and avenge, just think for a moment. If this president had allowed or had not stopped UPND cadres after the 16th of August, when the declaration was made that we won, those who used to beat them in the markets, Kulima Tower, Intercity, just imagine if this servant of yours, president, had said, you can revenge. Just think for a moment. What do you think this country would have been? A bloodbath.
Despite this assurance by the head of state, some officials, both from the party and government, seems to be adamant or deliberately ignoring President Hakainde Hichilema's message on the advocates to end cadreism. Now, in what seems to be like a white-collar forms of cadreism, the accusations pointing at Chitambo District Commissioner Evans Chola in Central Province for alleged being the masterminder of a group of selfish individuals planning to forcibly grab a manganese mining license belonging to Geo Investments Company owned by a Zambian investor by the name of Macholad Nkonde. It is believed that Mr. Chola, the Chitambo DC, is using his influence to disadvantage the locals while working hand in hand with his district administrative officer by the name of Charles Anderson to interfere with the operations of the mines. The allegations have been confirmed by one of the concerned mining owners, Macholad Nkonde.
The DC was seemed to be part of this, and he sat by on the high table, for which I felt it was that was not a really level playing field, because in the first place I didn't understand if they were going to mitigate. We should have been on an equal balance, to try to mitigate, because he was saying he was standing in for the youths. Those youths were part of the meeting and everything else took place. We went for the site visit. Afterwards, we went to the DC's office again, and it was quite late in the night. And there we had to make a decision. There were 10 of events that time, because they said for the youths, they acknowledged that, of course, it was wrong, because I pressurized that they needed to be arrested. And they acknowledged that, but their plea was probably they asked me if we could allow them just to get part of what they had extracted and then move out. Everything was going on well, but the biggest hurdle came in with the interference from the district commissioner himself for Chitambo. And I must tell you, I think the boys themselves and all the youths there mean very well.
Chitambo DC was contacted and has denied the said allegations.
You know, my brother, Zambia is enjoying freedom of speech. Zambia is in a time where every Jim and Jack can rise and insult or malign anyone they want. My job is simple. is just to oversee the district. That's all. And I've been in the district. I've not been posted to that district. I've been there, and I bona fide person of that district. So whatever I'm doing to the enemies, they will take it the way they would want to interpret it. But dig deeper, you find that I'm so innocent. And the other thing which you should know, my brother, is that Chitambo is the opposition council, where the DC seems to be alone and is being fought right, left, and center. I'm still firm. That's all. That Jew investment, find out from them. The one time even sued taken my office to court, to high court. Sometime back. They would have to, whether they have withdrawn the case or if they have not withdrawn the case, me, I don't know. And I don't want to talk much about Jew investment. They've never come to my office to present themselves as a company. But I hear of them that there are people calling themselves Jew investment. Myself is to care for the youths of Chitambo, and that I will not relent. Whatever names people want to come up with, I'll continue defending the youths of Chitambo.
Contrary to the question from this journalist, the Chitambo DC went further to accuse the local media in his area of being used by the opposition to scandalize the ruling party.
People can be sponsored to say whatever they want. The fatal ground for the opposition to insult everyone in leadership. We have one radio station which doesn't even bother like the way you are doing, first to find out before you publicize the thing. To them, it has become now the best platform for the opposition to attack, for anyone who wants to insult either the president, to insult the UPND. There is a platform they are using here, and they have enjoyed it like that. And that money, that radio station, they are enjoying it in that way.
I went further to get a confirmation from his accused counterpart, the DAO, who had this reaction.
So whoever gave you this line made a big mistake, because I do not speak on behalf of the district. The spokesperson in the district doesn't even lie in the district. It is at the province. We are government officers, and we work in accordance with the rules and regulations.
However, despite the denials from the accused persons, some concerned UPND youth led by Chitambo District Coordinator Mapulanga Linos, who has already been incorporated in the mining activities of the said mine, in form of empowerment, he has insisted the DC is a problematic. At the same time, Chitambo District UPND Youth Chairperson Paul Ndaibamba has disclosed that some named government officials are working day and night in an effort to grab the said mining license.
We didn't agree with them to say mining, not until I have the number papers. So I started a shuffle, so I sang a doubt shinga mining. So from there, we continue to hire, not until the general manager for the company for the same mine, Mr. Nkonde, came. We sat down with him and we agreed to say, but during investment, one quarterize a sequel. So, Padapadi, what do they want for even for mining? You were saying that for mining, the station is your bad. But to a miracle, content within our license. I even went to explain that to the same district commissioner talking about it myself, to say we have agreed, since you are the president of the district, you have agreed with this mining company, so that at the end of the day, because Karafunyamo, Tukayambira foreign, they don't but get them and Savage won't say to the foreign, but meanwhile, in mining again. twarako abana noko bati ture bomba ture kwataka something ture ya ture sunga tuka kuno pa within their license wakati ture contemplate.
The current happening in Chitambo district of Central Province is a clear signal which calls for an urgent solution from President Hakainde Hichilema's government, which has promised to completely end the culture of cadalism in the country, as it does not matter whether it is in black and white. Otherwise, if left unchecked, people's lives will be lost. Some concerned stakeholders have accused the New Dawn government of offering a lip service towards the end of cadalism in the country, and truly this, among other cases, will act as a litmus test towards President Hakainde Hichilema's seriousness in ending cadalism in the country, investment amidst the current lack of jobs in the country. For Movie TV News, Innocent Piri.